Dalton, and I work in the Aerospace and Aviation Science Department at Cardiff and Vale College, and I'm here today to talk about the courses that we can offer you.
Great, thank you. And can you tell me a bit more about the range of courses in the Aerospace and Aviation Science Department that you have?
Yeah, so within the department, we run everything from a level 2 course right through to a level 6. And I always put that across as being a bit of a motorway. There's places where you can come on and exits where you can go off. So a level 2 is equivalent to your GCSEs, or some people have done GCSEs in school, where we do a vocational City and Guilds qualification. But we run everything right through the level 3, so that's equivalent to your A-levels, a level 4 and 5, so HND, HNC, which is like your first year in university. And we're fortunate to run a full degree course at the centre as well.
That sounds brilliant, thank you. And where are the courses based?
So all of our aircraft engineering courses are based at the International Centre for Aerospace Training. Now that's known as the ICAT. And the ICAT is actually an iconic centre, well known. It's situated right next to Cardiff Wales Airport, so it's not too far to go. And it's actually an approved centre, not only for academic training, sort of as a college, but also as part of the UK CAA, that's the UK Civil Aviation Authority. So we're approved to do licence training for aircraft engineers who actually work on the aircraft as well.
What attributes are you looking for in an aerospace learner?
Yeah, it's a good one. When people come into interview, we always say, we kind of ask this question. And there's a couple of things, are you in... People think, I've got to be interested in aviation and aircraft. Well, that helps, but it's by no means the end of it. You don't have to be particularly fascinated with aircraft. There's a bit of a help there. So people who are interested in technology, because the industry is sort of technology leading. So if you're interested in space, for example, how you get out into space, it all starts off with the aerospace industry and the sciences that we teach. We're looking at people with good work ethics as well, and we talk about something called integrity, because when you work on an aircraft, it's really important that you take responsibility for the things that you're doing. So generally, and interested in technology, aircraft, fantastic. It could be gas turbine engines, they're very exciting, or even the avionic equipment, which is the electrical equipment that ties all of those things together within the aircraft. That's the sort of person that we're looking for.
And what sort of protective equipment do students need to have during their course? Do they need to bring that with them?
No, so we can provide the protective equipment during the enrolment phase. You'll notice you'll get your timetables. During that part, you notice there's quite a lot of academic study. So yes, you'll be in a classroom where we don't need this protective equipment, but we're really fortunate. We've got a fantastic facility with a wonderful hangar. And then if you work in the hangar, you will need things like coveralls. So coveralls to protect your body. We wear boots and boots for steel toe caps to protect your toes. Occasionally, when we're working with equipment in the hangar, there'll be goggles. You'll need to protect your eyes, and of course, gloves to protect your fingers as well. So that's about it. But we provide all of that equipment when you come into the workshop.
Brilliant. And is there an opportunity to test your skills throughout the year?
Yeah, the good thing is you're kind of going to be tested throughout the year anyway. So there's the academic stuff of either writing assignments or passing examinations. But then also we take you into the workshop, and most of the courses have some sort of practical element. So not necessarily diving straight onto the aircraft and taking components on and off. That comes a little bit further down the line. But we start off with some basic hand skills. So things like filing, using drills, putting rivets in maybe, some basic hand skills. But yes, we get the opportunity for you to test yourselves and for us to look at whether you've got the practical aptitude for the industry. Those that tend to shine often get the opportunity to attend something called a World Skills Competition. That's a fantastic opportunity, both at a Welsh level initially, then UK, and if you succeed at the UK level, you'll probably have an opportunity to represent the college at an international level. So really exciting opportunities at the department.
And how about learners who'd like to do an apprenticeship, so earn money alongside studying? What would your advice be for those learners?
Absolutely. I mean, the government website is full of apprenticeships, and the college offers a lot of apprenticeships across the board at the ICAT. We're really fortunate that we teamed up with Boeing. Everybody knows of Boeing, and Boeing are a fantastic company to work for. So look at that apprenticeship. My advice would be go onto the government website and look, and see and apply. However, in the meantime, why not come to the college, look at our full-time courses. Remember, they are industry-led courses that we're running, and apply for one of those. Just in case you're are unsuccessful when applying for the apprenticeship because, you know, that's a challenge in itself. There's a lot of people applying for those courses and there's a lot of competition.
And you mentioned Boeing. So what sort of things are past students doing now? Are you in touch with many of them?
Yeah, funnily enough, I was in touch with one yesterday who was doing something completely unique. Most of them obviously go off into the industry. So we've got British Airways Maintenance Centre, which is just a stone's throw away from the ICAT across the road, where they service the 747s and the new 787 coming in there. But if you go slightly further afield, I mean, up to the valleys, you've got GE Nankaro. We've got students up there. If you go across the bridge, taking us a little bit further towards Bristol and Filton, we've got students, ex-students now working for Rolls-Royce. And further still, Stansted. So at Stansted, you've got people like Ryanair companies where you've got students working. And, you know, there's 3 students I know of at the moment who are working out in Southeast Asia. So I've got 2 in Singapore and one I'm still in touch with who's out in Malaysia. I mean, I think the industry kind of lends itself to you could stay in Wales because the industry is quite big in Wales. We box above our weight as a nation within this industry. You could go to the wider UK, but certainly this could take you around the world as well.
So given the current climate, what do you think it will be like going into the industry now? What do people need to be aware of?
Yeah, so things have, you know, last couple of months, let's be realistic, things have changed and there's questions that I'd be asking. And one of the cohorts that we got, the Boeing cohort of apprentices, you know, we have these conversations all the time, and it's really interesting because at the moment the commercial sector, and the, you know, the large commercial sector is kind of grounded and is quiet. However, within the industry, people must remember that there's the military sector as well, and you don't have to join the military, you don't have to join the RAF or the Navy or the Army to work in the military sector. So there's that whole amount of aircraft there as well, where there are opportunities definitely to work. So yeah, we're going to see a quieter side on the commercial for now, for a while, but I think in the future things will steady down and things will start to, excuse the pun, take off again.
Yeah.
The final thing to remember, they always say in industry, right, like me, people are getting older, the engineers, you know, where we used to get fed from the military, there's not as many coming out of the military and leaving anymore. So
Yeah.
it is a definitely good time at the moment to carry out that training, to get these young, enthusiastic engineers into this amazing industry.
Brilliant. Thank you for talking to me, Steve. If there is anything we haven't covered here or you want to know more, go to our website at cavc.ac.uk/virtual open day, where you can send us your questions. You can also check out other videos we've got about different departments on the same page. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you soon.